It's inspiring moments with Kaylin. It's inspiring moments with Kaylin. Come on in. Hello, everybody. I hope you are having such an amazing Sunday. I hope you are enjoying just being able to live, breathe, be able to do everything that you normally do, your normal routine. If you have had a great day, I hope everyone has enjoyed spending time with their loved ones if they can. And I want you to know that I'm always praying for everybody. We will make it through everything that we're going through. And I just really, really want to be able to give some words of encouragement. And that's not just today, it's just every day I come on. I want you to feel like you can be inspired and you can just get a word of encouragement because a lot of us just need love right now. Some people just need somebody to be there for their emotions and be able to just help them and support them when they don't have their family to be there for you. So I do want to say I am here for you. I love you all so, so much. Thank you to those who are always tuning in to the Inspiring Moments with Kaylin show. I do see your comments and your likes, and I'm very, very appreciative because I know you do not have to come on. It is just a great feeling just to be able to know that I have a great support system and that everyone on here is always, always, always just actually listening to what I'm saying. And I want to thank my mom, of course, as always, because she is doing the production. She's making sure everything is going good in the background and just making sure and helping me do things for the show, making sure that I pronounce everything correctly, just everything. I'm very, very grateful for her. And I do want to say that make sure that you are abiding by the guidelines for COVID-19. Make sure you're washing your hands always, warm water for 20 seconds. Make sure you're wearing your face mask wherever you go. Make sure that you are just making sure that if you have a cloth mask, you're washing it, or if you have one of the masks that you have to throw away, making sure you just have a good supply to be able to just stay safe. Just make sure you do what is best for you. Make sure that you don't put yourself or others in harm's way. But I do love just being able to come on. I am excited because this is the month of July and it's getting closer and closer to my birthday. So I'm so, so happy. And yes, that is really everything that I'm feeling. I really do want you to go look at this Kaylin's Karen Connection YouTube channel. I promise you, you want to subscribe. You want to go look at the videos because sometimes when I am just feeling sad, or I know when others are feeling sad, sometimes I do have to watch my own videos, or sometimes I go back and look at it. But go subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can look at all the videos, all the topics I've done with Inspiring Moments. And if you just need a word of encouragement, look at one of the topics and click onto the video. Comment on YouTube. I will like it from my personal page. Go comment on it, but please go subscribe. Also, like the Facebook page. You can see many pictures. You can see up-to-date things going on, happening because it's Facebook and everybody's on it. And then the last thing, please go check out the Kaylin's Caring Connection website. On that website, you can see things that I've done with Kaylin's Caring Connection and Inspiring Moments. Look at how I've come along through all these years and doing everything to help other people. Go ahead and look at that. Go look at the picture. You can just see everything about me when it comes to my business life. So if you haven't done that already, go ahead and check those 3 things out. But today's topic, okay, so I'm going to give you the backstory. As some of you have known, Hamilton came out, and I am the type of person who likes plays, who likes musicals, who likes watching certain things. So I heard that it was going to be good. I didn't really think it was going to be as good as I've seen, but I decided to watch Hamilton, and I got inspired from the musical, just being able to hear some of the songs, and just put some of the things together that they were talking about. So if you haven't seen my topic today, today's topic is Take Your Shot. And one of the songs in Hamilton is I'm Not Throwing Away My Shot. And I got that because we all in life, we all have times where we are trying to figure out what we want to do. Sometimes the course of our lives depends on what we do or what we don't do. In a few seconds, a heartbeat, whether we seize our moment. And when I say seize your moment, that means take the initiative to be able to say that I'm going to fulfill my purpose. If you don't seize the moment, then that means that you're missing it. And if you miss your moment, you may not get another chance to be able to do what your purpose is. So I want to encourage you to take your shot. Launch whatever you want to do in life. If you want to be a photographer, start looking at some things that help you with photography. If you want to be a doctor, start looking up health facts. Start doing things to help you be able to get to the better place that you want to be. And if you can do anything that you want to do, you just have to have the mindset that you want to start, that you want to write your vision, that you want to be able to put it into action. So when I say now, when I you think of the word shot, some people think automatically about basketball. When you're playing basketball, you have to make sure that you are dribbling the ball, you're getting down the court because ultimately you're trying to make a goal, you're trying to make a shot and be able to score points for your team. That is like life. We all have our lives and we all sometimes find ourselves in wait where we're sitting there dribbling around just trying to find who we are and trying to make it through life. And then when we finally find that, you shoot your shot and you take your shot and really be able to step into your greatness and step into what God is destined for you to be. And when it comes to making sure that you find what you want to do, you first have to accept that you love what you're doing. Like, say I wanted to be a doctor. Some people at a young age accept that they like cool things. They like seeing how the body works. They like seeing how things are put together and how your brain and how your mind do certain things to allow your body parts to function. At any age, you can find out what you want to do, but you don't want to wait too long because the you may not get to do what you want to do. Every day is not promised to everybody. Every day that you're alive is a day to thank God, a day to say thank you, but you may not have every single day. So it's best that once you find your purpose, you go straight into it. I found out that I like doing quotes literally from a night at like midnight with my mom. I was joking around and it turned into something amazing. I decided to take my shot. I decided to be able to say that I want to be able to help encourage people. And I may not be able to do it physically, but I want to be able to somehow make sure people know that I'm here for them and that I can encourage them. So that's how I came up with Inspiring Moments. But when you are deciding to take your shot, don't wait for the perfect moment in your life. Take the moment and make it perfect. No moment in your life is going to be perfect. No time in your life where you may find something is perfect. Like I said, it could be anywhere. You could just be at a fast food restaurant and find out what you want to do. There is never a perfect moment for you to find your niche or your purpose. But it's how you take the moment where you found it and make it perfect. How you take your idea and make it into something bigger. Because when you have a vision and when you're trying to start something up, you have to think bigger every single day. And you have to write down your goals, your accomplishment. What do I want to get to? And once you get to the place that you had on your vision board, start new goals. When you have certain things that you want to do in life, you have to think bigger and allow yourself to be able to perfect everything. When you're trying to make sure that you get to where you're trying to be, you have to have that mindset and that mentality to say that I'm going to just keep rising to the top until I really can really shoot my shot and get to where I need to be. And it's always going to be difficult because anything in life takes time, it takes challenges, you're going to learn, you're going to make mistakes. It's going to take a lot of effort to be able to do certain things that you really want to do in life. The things that you really love and the things that you really care for, you will put effort into. So when you find that, don't let it go. Keep striving, keep thinking big, like I said earlier. Keep doing whatever you have to do to be able to get you to the point where you can be where you've always wanted to be. And there's a quote that most people are familiar with, but I like this quote because it makes sense with the topic. It says, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." And that means that when you don't take the time to say that you want to be able to, when you don't take the time to say that you are going to actually take a chance and take a risk, then you're just saying that you aren't going to do it. That's literally 100% failure. You're just not trying. Some things in life are worth risking certain things. It's taking a leap of faith. Sometimes you may not always know what you're going to do, but then God is there and He's telling you, I want you to do this, or He's hinting to you, He's showing you certain things in your life that helps you lead up to your purpose. You're not always going to know, how am I going to be able to start this business, or how am I going to be able to follow what God is telling me? You have to take a leap of faith and you have to take a risk, because if you don't, then you may later in life regret everything. You may regret, well, why didn't I do this, or why didn't I do that? Sometimes we sit there and focus on the what ifs instead of actually going into it and being able to see the what can I do? What did I do? You don't have to always focus on the what if you actually take the risk and say that I'm going to take a leap of faith and do it. And sometimes when people take a leap of faith, they may realize that that's not what they're supposed to do. But the fact that you tried, you took the initiative to try, that shows that you really are taking the effort to really find who you are. There's probably been several people who are going through certain things and people who were trying to get to where they are now. I promise you, the greatest leaders, the greatest people, they did different jobs and did different things until they finally found their purpose and finally found what they were meant to do. Michelle Obama, before she was a first lady, before she was such an inspiring woman and did a lot of things for everybody, she was a lawyer. She did certain things to get up to where she is now. It's time for us to be able to take the initiative, and we have a lot of time right now because unfortunately we're going through COVID-19 and having to be in quarantine and stay at home. And right now, while you're at home, you have the right amount of time to be able to look inside some things and say, what do I really want to do in life? I know that I am getting older, especially for youth, because now that I'm about to go to 10th grade, I'm starting to have to think of the same things right now. I'm not just saying this. I'm going through the same thing now where I have to really look deep inside myself and say, what do I want to do? Or how can I better the earth even more? I have to continuously look into myself. So as much as you look inside of yourself, you have to be able to see, what can I do? And even though you're home, you don't have to go anywhere to do it. You could like art. You may say you want to be an artist. You may find that you like doing hair and want to go to cosmetology school. There's so many talents and so many things that you can find right now at home. And you just have to take the initiative and the risk to say that I'm going to find it. I'm going to find my purpose and what God has told me to do. Now, I do want to say this. Taking the shot and missing that shot is not your biggest mistake in life. If you took the time to try something and it didn't go as planned, that's not a mistake. That means you're learning from it, and that means that you're growing. It's called growth. The thing that can be your biggest mistake in life is when you don't take the shot in the first place. If you decide not to do something that you were destined to do, or put something off to the side because you didn't think it could get into anything good, then that's on you. If you feel like something can grow, if you feel like this is what God is calling you to do, and you have other people to help you and be able to see that you really can do what you want to do, I promise you that that is what's going to happen. It's okay to make mistakes. We're not perfect. We're never going to be perfect. The only person that is perfect is God. We are not perfect. We are human and we're going to make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. That's how you grow. That's how you become the better person. That's how you become who God has created you to be. Because through every mistake and through every missed shot, that's how you learn how to get back up and be able to try again. Try to shoot again. Try to make sure you get back to the place where you were supposed to be. Never allow waiting to become a habit. Life, live your dream and take risks. Don't allow waiting to be an excuse for you. Saying, oh, well, I was waiting to be able to do this, or I didn't think that this business would work out. So I just put it on the side and I waited. I didn't really put my full effort into it because life is happening now. You have to live your life in your dreams and take risks. You have to, because if you don't, then you're just going to stay in that waiting stage, the state where you're dribbling and you don't know where to go. You're trying to find your place. It's going to be hard, but you have to take that time to be able to say, take that push and say, I'm going to do it. I don't know what I'm going to encounter while going through it, but I'm going to do it. That's just like life. You're going to live your life every day. You don't know what's going to come your way. You don't know what may happen to you in a given day. But the fact that you're taking the time every day that you wake up, every day that you can breathe to say that I'm going to live my life, I'm going to live it to the best and possible way I can. That's taking the initiative and taking a risk because you never know what may happen. You have to do that when it comes to the things that you believe in. If you truly believe in something, take the risk. I'm going to keep saying that you have to take a risk. And I know it may seem hard, and I know it may seem like you don't think it may work, but it's better to do it and find something else than to not try it at all. It's like now, if you don't try a sport that you want to do, you may try the sport, you may not like it, but the fact that you tried it, that shows that you didn't give up, that you were willing to be open to something new. You have to be open to new things. Because a lot of times people get to the point where they are so used to their normal and their everyday lives to the point where they are not open up to new things. They won't accept anything new because of the fact that they're so used to their own routine and their old ways. But at the end of the day, the world is evolving. We see every day that the world is changing in a certain way, in every single way. The world is changing. New things are being discovered, new things are happening. We have to be open to new ideas and new ways to do certain things. And that's how it will get you to finding your purpose. Being able to be open to something new that you never thought you may want, that may actually be what you like. You may not. You may have always had the mindset, well, I'm not going to like this because it involves that or it involves this. But once you try it, you may actually like it. Take that step, take that leap of faith to be able to say that I'm going to try to be able to be the best person that I can. And when you are going, I'm going to say this, trust God when it comes to finding who you are. Because sometimes as humans, we try to force everything. We try to say, I want this to happen now. I want to be this now. You can't just say, I want to be a millionaire and expect to have $1 million in your pocket the next day. It's going to take time to get to that state. You can't force anything. You have to give it your best and then let it be and trust God. If it's meant to be, then God will put you in the place that you need to be. But if He thinks it's not where you need to be, then don't sweat it because He is the person that we need to confide in. He knows our whole lives before we were even born. He knows what we were going to do and how we were going to do it. So if He tells you that you are not supposed to be designed to do something, don't get upset. And that He may not say, He's not going to ever say it physically to you unless you're praying to Him. It could be somebody that you know that happens to just hear God, or be able, somebody that just may be able to tell you, like, I don't necessarily think that this may be the best thing for you. And if you truly aren't into something and you're trying to push for it, my thing is, if personally I would not do something that I wouldn't put my whole 100% into. That's me personally, because if I'm going to do something, I want to do it to my best ability. I want to be able to do it to the greatest capacity that I can. And if I really truly believe in it, I'm going to put my all into it. I just personally want everyone to know, like, that if you have a dream, live your dream. You don't have to keep sitting there sleeping and keep reliving your dream. Actually put it into action and do what you are called to do. Don't just sit there and keep daydreaming and saying, I wish I could do this. I wish I could do that. Do it. Just do it. The Nike slogan. Just do it. Take that leap of faith, because you have no idea what you're capable of until you try. The fact that you tried showed that you are capable than more than you ever think. The fact that you're saying that I'm capable of being able to just try something new, that is amazing. If you try and really push for something that you want, it will come to you. But if you sit there and play around with it and play around with your blessing, with your purpose, it may take you longer time to get to where you need to be. Just make sure that you are doing everything that you can do to take your shot. I will use my personal example. I was doing color guard for 3 years. Don't get me wrong, I love color guard, but I believe that there is so much greater that I can do. There are more things that I can do to be able to get myself to the place I am. So, as a 14-year-old going on 15, I am continuously learning every day that I'm gonna have to be open to new things. I'm gonna have to try certain things to be able to find what I really love, to be able to find what I really want to do. And you'll know what you want to do when you see it. When you see it, when you feel it, when you really get to experiment with something, you'll know what you want to do in life when you see it. You just got to take that step. You got to take that time to be able to say that you are going to take a leap of faith. And honestly, that is all that I really have to say. I just want you to take your shot. Don't sit in life dribbling around and waiting for things to happen. Just take your shot and do what you have to do to be able to get you to where you need to be. I hope you've enjoyed everything I've said and taking in to every word that I've said, and hope that it applies to your life and allows you to be able to look back into your life and see what you need to do differently to get you to your purpose. I love you all so, so much. And I really just want you to know that I love you with all of my heart. I thank you for tuning in. Again, if you haven't, go check out the Kaylin's Caring Connection website. Go subscribe to the Kaylin's Caring Connection YouTube channel, and please go like the Kaylin's Caring Connection Facebook page. I promise you want to go look at all those three things. Also, if you haven't already, my mom is still having her caregiver teas. Go check them out. I promise you, they are amazing, they are beautiful, and they're very inspirational for these times that we are going through, because a lot of caregivers right now are going through emotional and mental things inside of their brain because they just need a break, and sometimes they can't see their loved ones. So if you just need some encouragement to keep caring, keep loving, keep pushing, keep going, go get one of my mom's caregiver teas, and that's at PriscillaJJohnLouis.com. Go check that out. Please also support people around you. Just love everybody. Support those around you. If you know somebody who's trying to start a business, support them. Help them out. Be able to do what you need to do to be able to better this world, because together we can do amazing things, and all we need is love in this world to be able to become united. I hope you have enjoyed what I said. I will be on next Sunday if the Lord says the same. It may be Sunday or Tuesday because I'm still deciding, but I will see you next week. Love you all, and bye.